Welcome to PowerPoint 2010, Lesson 1, PowerPoint Basics. Lesson 1, we are going to cover PowerPoint 2010 interface, including customization. We're going to talk about choosing different views to view your PowerPoint presentation, about adding a slide, and choosing a different layout. So let's get started. So we are going to start off by taking a look at the PowerPoint interface. We're going to start in the top left-hand corner. You see this little orange P. This is a characteristic of all Microsoft Office products. It's got an orange P for PowerPoint. It has a yellow O for Outlook, a blue W for Word, a green X for Excel, and a red A for Access. Next to that, we have our Quick Access toolbar. By default, our Quick Access toolbar has the Save, and as you hover over it, you can see the screen tip. It tells you what it is and the shortcut. We have our Undo or Clear, and we have our Repeat. Currently, we don't have anything typed in here, so that it will not allow you to repeat, but we will be able to at a later time. This little icon next to it, the little what looks like an upside down triangle with the line above it, this is our More button. When you click on the More button, it brings a drop down. Our drop down has how to customize our Quick Access toolbar. So we can add items from this drop down. If we want to open a new PowerPoint, we just click the New. If we want to do Open, we can add Open. Save is already on there. Email, Quick Print, Print Preview, Spelling, Undo, Redo, Slideshow from Beginning, Open Recent File. The one that I like is Show Below the Ribbon. If you click on Show Below the Ribbon, our Quick Access toolbar will move now down below the ribbon. This gives us a lot better access to our work area. The best thing to do to customize your Quick Access toolbar is to add items that you use frequently. So I'm going to click the More button again, and I'm going to go down and go to Open. I use Open quite a bit. Now it puts an open file, it says Open, and it tells me my shortcut. Up at the top here, we also have the title of the file that we're working with. Currently, since we just opened this, it says Presentation 2. The default is Presentation 1. I have opened two files now, closed the other. It also tells us our Microsoft product. So we are working with Microsoft PowerPoint. Over to the top right, we have our Minimize, our Restore, and our Close. Just below that, we have our Minimize and Maximize the ribbon. This is a way to collapse the ribbon to give yourself more room to work. By pressing this, the ribbon is now gone. Temporarily, if you need an item that is in the ribbon, you just click on the tab that you need it, it opens up temporarily, and then when you are done using it, closes. It's a one-time deal. So besides minimizing and maximizing your ribbon from right here, you can also double-click on any one of the tabs to expand and lock into place your ribbon. So now our ribbon is locked into place, and it brings me to our ribbon. This is our ribbon. Our ribbon has tabs across the top, and each tab has some groups. The tabs on the ribbon are set up in a logical order. You spend a lot of time formatting text, creating new slides, adding alignment, all of that kind of stuff, and all of that is on your Home tab. Then later on, you go and you insert items into your PowerPoint, and that's on your Insert tab. That's why the two of them are right close by. Then you might want to throw a design on your tab. You might want to throw a design on your PowerPoint, and you have your Design tab. You add transitions and animations. Go to your slideshow to rehearse. and record. Never hurts to do a review and review the spelling. You may want to check the thesaurus for a better word than what you're using. And also we have our view. We will be covering the view in just a few moments, but back to our Home tab. The tab next to the Home tab is our File tab. Our File tab is a colored tab, kind of stands out. If we click on the File tab, it brings us to our Backstage view. Our Backstage view has a lot of information on it. Here we could save, save as, open, close. Currently it defaults to info. It tells you the information of the file that you're working on. We have recent documents that have been opened. It holds up to 25 by default, and you could add more. We have new, where we can open a new blank PowerPoint. We have print, save and send, help, options, and exit. Right here we have our protect presentation, check for issues such as compatibility, and manage versions. So this is our Backstage view. We are going to go ahead and click on the Options tab. So when we click on the Options, we have our PowerPoint options. We have General, Proofing, Save, Language, Advanced, Customize Ribbon, Customize Quick Access Toolbar, Add-ins, and Trust Center. So we're going to take a look at a few of these so that we can learn how to customize our PowerPoint to make it more efficient and effective for us. So we will be looking at a mini toolbar later, but if that is something you decide you want to disable, here is where you would disable it. Live preview, again, something we will look at a little bit later. We can also disable that here. Color scheme. The color scheme default is silver. We can actually click to change it to blue or black. Just know that if you change your color scheme in PowerPoint, it changes the color scheme in all your Microsoft products. So as much as black would be a really cool background to have, it may not be all that great in, say, Outlook or in Excel. So I'm going to leave it to silver. The screen tip style. So we can show the feature descriptions in screen tips, which is what we have. We also have the ability to don't show feature descriptions in screen tips and then not to show screen tips at all. Here is where you can personalize your copy of Microsoft. You put in your name, and as you saw previously, it has your name as the author. We are going to go ahead and skip down to Quick Access Toolbar. This is where we can customize our Quick Access Toolbar another way. Besides clicking on the More button and getting those few selections, we have a wide range of selections available to us. So we have a choice of popular commands, which is all of these. We also have commands that are not in the ribbon. These are usually contextual tabs, tools that are available when you have something else activated, such as a picture or a table. So we have those items here. So you have a wide variety. We also have them that are based on the tabs that they're in. So if you know that in the File tab they have the close, and I like to add the close, I can click on the File tab, go down to Close, and click Add. And now I have added it to my Quick Access Toolbar. If I ever decide that these are really not working for me, I can always go down here and click Reset. It will reset to the default settings, which is just the save, the undo, and the redo. So when I am done with that, I can click OK, and I will see the new tool that I added right here. Another way to add items to your Quick Access Toolbar is when you find an item that you find you use a lot, then you can right-click on it and add it to the Quick Access toolbar. For example, Find, I think, is a great tool to have. So I could go over here to Find on my Home tab, right-click on it, and go to Add to Quick Access Toolbar. Now you will see it on my Quick Access toolbar. When I click it, the Find feature opens up. So we are going to go back up to our File tab and back down to Options. In our options, we're also going to look at customizing our ribbon. So here is our customizing our ribbon. It looks a lot like the Quick Access toolbar. We've got our main tabs and the groups that fall into each of these tabs. You can create your own tab for your specific tools that you use the most. So you can combine the tabs that are here into one tab that's just yours. To do that, you go down here and click New Tab. Now you will see it says New Tab Custom, New Group Custom. We can click on New Tab Custom and we can rename it. I'm going to name it Marlena because that's my name. And then I just click OK. So now I have a tab called Marlena. I can go to my new group. I can click Rename. I can choose a little symbol icon. Let's choose a microphone. And I can rename my display group name as Favorites. And click OK. So now that I have my group, I can start adding tools. Because if you remember right, you cannot add tools to the tab. The tools are in groups. So I've got my tab and I've got my group. And since my group is now selected, I can go over here and add things to my group. I'm going to add bullets. So I click it to select it. I click Add. I'm going to add Format Painter. Click on it to select it. Click Add. I'm going to add a few more things here. And then when I get enough in that group, I can also start another group, or I can be done with what I've got going on. If I decide I don't like it, I can reset back to default standards. So I'm going to click OK. And now you will notice next to my Home tab, I have a tab that says Marlena. My group is Favorites, and I have my items in there. So that is how you customize your Quick Access toolbar and your ribbon. Now you have all your tools in one spot where it's easy to access and you can work quicker and more effectively. So let's take a look now at the different views that we have in PowerPoint. So we're going to click over here to the View tab. So in the View tab, we have presentation views. We have our normal, which is this right here. It's considered a tri-pane layout. It's normal, but it's called tri-pane as well because we have our thumbnails, we have our slide, and we have our notes. We can actually move that to open up and give more note space, or we can move it down to give us more slide space. So this is our tri-pane view. It's our normal view. This is how it defaults opens up to automatically. The next view that we have is a slide sorter view. This is a great view for rearranging your slides because all you've got to do is just move them around. We'll take a look at this a little bit more when we're actually building presentations. This is the view that we spend a lot of time in. We have our note page view. Our note page view shows our slide and our notes all on one. So when you're giving a presentation and your back may be to your PowerPoint presentation, you know what slide it is and what you were wanting to say during that slide. We have our reading view. Our reading view is like a preview. The difference about this view and the regular presentation view is, as you can still see my toolbar down here. You can still see my status bar, and you can still see the title bar for PowerPoint. So this is just kind of a preview to give you an idea how it's going to look once it is in presentation mode. Next, that leads us to presentation mode. The great thing is all of these views are down here in my right-hand corner. I have my normal view. I have my slide sorter view. I have my reading view. And I have my presentation view. Once you are in presentation view, it removes all of the tools. So if you need to exit from here, there's a couple ways that you can exit. Escape is one way, or you can click on this icon down here and click End Show. So that is the main views that we have. Over here on our status bar, we have what is the view it's in currently. So right now it's in the slide sorter view. Here, this is saying that it's slide 1 of 1. This is our normal view. This is also 1 of 1 in our notes view. And it's 1 of 1 in our reading pane view. This tells us what theme it's currently set. Our default theme is Office theme. So whenever we start one, it automatically goes to Office theme. Each of the themes have a definition of backgrounds and formats of fonts and text, spacing, things like that. This is our spell check. We can do spell check from right here. If we right-click on our status bar, we also have some items. We also have some items that we can use to customize our status bar. Currently, I have them all selected. I like all the features. Over here in the right-hand corner is our zoom. We can zoom in and zoom out by clicking the plus or the minus, or even dragging it along the slider. This right here is fit slide to current window. So this is where it's actually supposed to be. So if you had it down here at 50% or 62% and you click on this, it brings it back to its 100%. So those are the views. So let's go ahead and get started. We're going to go ahead and put it back into normal view. And we are going to take a look at adding a new slide. So we currently have one slide. And let's go ahead and add another slide. So all we have to do is go up here to New Slide, click, and there is a new slide. Now the thing about it is this first slide is our title slide. You will notice that the layout is different than the next slide. That is because we have different layouts. We've got 9 different layouts for our slides. We have our title slide. We've got our title and content. We've got our section header. We've got 2 contents. We've got comparison. The difference between the 2 content and the comparison is that the comparison has subtitles. So you will notice that they both have the title up at the top, and then comparison has subtitles because you're comparing this one and this one rather than just having 2 sets of content. This is the title only. This is the blank, so you can add text boxes or graphics however you want. This is the content with caption. And here's your picture with caption. You can duplicate selected slides, you can use slides from Outline, and you can reuse slides. So all of these will be beneficial as we keep progressing in learning how to use PowerPoint 2010 as a presentation tool to productivity. Next, we will be checking out our assignment for the day.